If you're closing less than 80% of your bids, this video is going to show you how to fix that problem right now. If you already close 80% of your bids, then please move on to the next video. We had a client who was only closing 20% of his bids, and he was definitely not the lowest priced painter in his market. In fact, he was closer to the highest priced. But he was getting tired of going out to personally quote all these jobs when he got such a low closing ratio, and he knew that if he sent out anyone else, they would close even fewer sales than he did. He was already a member of our personal marketing consulting coaching group, so he had learned some of the basics about marketing, but he said he didn't have the time to do what we were teaching, and he asked us if we could do it for him. So here's exactly what we did. The first step was for him to commit to being good at what he did, painting houses. Then, we created a consumer guide that would help people know how to choose a painter. Since he was already good at what he did, he was able to meet all the criteria in the guide right away. Then, I had him assemble a simple 3-ring binder. The first thing in the pocket of the front cover was a copy of the consumer guide, which was always left with the homeowner, showing them how to hire a painting contractor. Then, the binder had tabs defining different sections. Each section provided the proof in advance that they met all the criteria in the consumer guide without the homeowner having to ask for it. Section 1 showed third-party proof he was good at what he did through trade association membership certificates. Section 2 showed proof he was committed to ethical business practices by showing his Better Business Bureau membership. He had a 5-year no-complaint record with the Bureau, so a Gold Star certificate was also included. Section 3 showed all the step-by-step procedures used for surface preparation as recommended by professional associations. Section 4 had a copy of his guarantee certificate on their work and also on the behavior of the paint crews. Section 5 detailed the background check process used to make sure he didn't hire drug addicts, felons, or people who would drink on the job. Section 6 had actual copies of workman's compensation and other insurance certificates. Section 7 had signed letters from suppliers and banks on their letterheads, proving that they had good credit and paid their bills on time. Section 8, which was by far the thickest section, and ended up being in its own binder, were written testimonials from happy customers with copies of their letters, photographs of their jobs, and giving their phone numbers and addresses. There's no such thing as too many third-party referrals or testimonials. You want to have overwhelming evidence of your competency and customer satisfaction. Section 9, it's optional but very effective. Show reprints of articles or web posts about painting scams or handyman kidnapping stories, like the one who kidnapped David Letterman's kid, which shows why background checks and due diligence are critical. This section can also be part of number 5 to illustrate why background checks are so important. Most people prefer to do business with people they know, like, and trust. By first showing the homeowner how to identify a competent professional, and then by providing the proof in advance that you meet all the criteria, the binder creates trust for you as part of a system. The systematization of the bidding process is critical because now our client could have other people do bids and get the same closing rate he now got. I told my client he absolutely needed to spend 15 minutes measuring or doing something outside or away from the homeowner, so the homeowner could be alone for a while to browse through the binder. The binder, with all its proof, testimonials, and documentation, convinces the homeowner to hire you because it provides all the third-party verification that you're good at what you do. It's especially helpful if the homeowner knows people whose houses and testimonials are included. Even if the homeowner in an affluent neighborhood doesn't know the people in the testimonials, if some of them are nearby, That adds more third-party social proof. The binder comforts her that you and your crews are people that she can trust to be in and around her home for the duration of the painting job. Now, since he had a system, my client could send other people out to do bids, and he didn't have to do them all himself. Even the worst salesperson can get lost for a few minutes to give the prospect some time to look through the binder and give the binder time to do its job, selling you as the one to trust. Our client's closing ratio went from 20% to 80% the day after he started using this simple 3-ring binder process. A few caveats. Number 1, you have to actually do what you promise and be good at what you do. Number 2, you or whoever goes out to make the bid needs to be good with people. And number 3, make sure to give the homeowner a detailed professional quote on your letterhead. We had our client use a 2-pocket folder with their name and logo right on the cover. Inside was a letter from the owner of the company, copies of their Better Business Bureau and insurance certificates, guarantee certificates, and the bid itself, along with a copy of the consumer guide. You can avoid the dreaded just email or fax me the quote request from customers by explaining that there are always different options that can affect price and quality that you'll go over with them in person when you return with their bid. So what's next? Before you utilize any of the techniques in the next video, make sure you've fully assimilated all the systems from the first 4 videos into your business. It's important to set up your business growth systems in the right order. We almost put a client out of business one time by causing them to grow too fast. Their operations just couldn't keep up, and we don't want that to happen to you. So with that warning, watch video number 5 titled How to Get New Customers, which shows you how to take advantage of the relationships other businesses have with their customers to massively grow your business.